Check it. Hello. Why did I move my chair as I started talking? I don't think it gets picked up, actually. That's one of the reasons I'm using the headset mic, is because when I use the other audio setups, all the noise that I make gets picked up. I got a little collar issue here. I guess I kind of need it to, yeah. No, I'm keeping that all in. That's all in this video. That's the start of this video. Hi. I'm going to talk about Pokemon. Again, I know it's always Pokemon, but it's just everything can go back to Pokemon pretty easily. So I'm gonna really was gonna talk about Kecleon, the chameleon Pokemon, because I do like chameleons. I know Lickitung is like the original chameleon Pokemon. Lickitung's okay. Lickitung's more like I don't have a long tongue. I'm actually just trying to avoid getting lipstick all over the back of my tongue. Anyway, it's not very long. Sorry. Sorry to anyone that had hopes and dreams about that. No, but I like chameleons. I have on my desk. This is a Littlest Pet Shop chameleon. You can kind of see the tail curl. It's one of those bobblehead ones. So yeah, that's a chameleon. Then I have Delta chameleon, and the Battle Beast. Good old Delta chameleon. Little eyes and all that. And then of course Kecleon. Kecleon's one of my favorite Pokemon, and he sucks. As many Pokemon do, as you know, I have to get into the story of Kecleon. So for some of you, you may have a sort of similar um, memory of Kecleon because I wasn't watching the Pokemon anime. I was like here and there. I put it on. I wasn't keeping up with it. But like when Gold and Silver first came out, I was like new episodes, new Pokemon. I was watching it, like, watching Ash get knocked out and all that. And then Gold and Silver is so padded. It's like the most padded. Like there's not that much in Johto for them to have padded it out. Like the first journey, I think is like 80 episodes, but a good chunk of that's like the tournament at the end still. And then Johto's like 140, 50 episodes. Like it's more episodes with like less to do because they never go back to Kanto. Like in the games, you go back. Like it's just oh my god, it's so very very padded. So I lost interest inevitably. Um, but I do remember when it was probably Kids WB, like, there's a new. Used to this microphone. Did I look like Frankenhook in there? Frankenhooker there? What's the Frankenhooker thing? It's like, yeah, anyways. You know what I mean if you know what it is anyway. It looks weird with my lipstick on. But there was a new and it was Kecleon. Like they're hyping up Kecleon, and they had a green one and a purple one, and it's the stupidest, cutest episode. It just they're just Kecleon's missing. Gotta go find it. Kecleon Caper. It's on some boat. This person is from a different region. Like they're hyping up the new region. Someone who's traveling around, and they're in Johto, and they have different Pokemon from somewhere else. And then later, because I did watch the tournament stuff when Ash is finally there, and there's Harrison with a Kecleon and a Blaziken, and he's got some new Pokemon. So it's like, oh, here we go. And I do remember being really hyped to get and catch Kecleon, and it takes so long in Ruby and Sapphire to get one. I remember by the time I got one, I didn't really use it that much. And like I didn't have a normal type on my team. I just didn't. It was slow. It was like hard to give it moves, and just had my team sort of sorted out. And I just had, like the hype was like dead. I didn't really use it, but I still built one for like the battle tower, and I'm pretty sure I used TMs on it because I didn't have anyone to trade with and played with myself. probably gave it like Shadow Ball, because I know that's good on normal types, because they're immune to ghost, so they can hit a ghost. Anyway, wanted to get into, um, could they make Kecleon usable? That would be cool. Like color change is a really unique ability, but it's more of a drawback. Because if you use like a dark move on Kecleon, okay, now it's dark type. Now you get to hit it with, if you have a bug, fighting, or fairy move, like you're gonna hit it even harder, and like, or you hit it with an electric move, then ground. Like there's things that like grass types often keep coverage. Like you're gonna hit it with grass. Now it's grass type, and hit it with poison. It's gonna be super effective now. It actually is can be detrimental at times. You can work with it, but it's just the way the meta works, the way most Pokemon work. Color change is actually not helpful. It's more hurtful because then it also removes your stab if you were using normal moves. You don't have it. But then they gave it Protean. Protean, where if you use Shadow Ball, you become a ghost type as you use it, and so now it's gonna have stab, and now you're a ghost type. Great. Oh, and then they gave that to a bunch of others. They gave it to Greninja and Meowscarade, and like now it's like, oh, okay, now it's only one time only. Cool. Thanks. Thanks. That's fine. Take away something that Kecleon had. But I think they should just buff color change. That whenever you change types, you could do it a couple ways. One, just straight up give him a boost to special defense, because Kecleon is kind of a bulky Pokemon, and if it got like a special defense boost every time it changed, like, oh, well, that would kind of help it a little bit. You could also just have it boost its special defense and its defense, or you could do it based on what the attack that just hit you was. I think just having it get a defense and special defense boost every time a color changes, like, it's probably not going to stay on the field that long. Like, I don't think that would be that broken. Also, it's defense and special defense. Like, there's speed boosters out there. I guess there's not really any Pokemon that has that really. Is there? I guess there's some that have. It's been a while since I haven't played Gen 9 really. Like I'm trying to remember. I know a little bit about things, kind of. If they get like defense boost from things from being hit. But I know there's a lot of different abilities out there that do like the dropping and raising of stats. I'm like, just give color change that boost. Like, oh, I'm changing. I'm ready for a hit now. Would it be so hard? I've never played, to mention, I've never played Mystery Dungeons. I am aware that Kecleon is like this, you're not supposed to beat it super boss. Like it's not Penance or the Dark Aeons from Final Fantasy X. Like it is this thing to keep you from stealing, I guess, which then you get like a Kecleon to chase you. And there's people that have tried to do builds to beat him. Like I've never done that. That sounds cool. I should probably look into trying to do that because Kecleon is cool and amazing. I just like chameleons. I think they're neat. Um, I tend to get things that are chameleon. Like it's just what I do. Chameleon things. I don't think I actually have a Kecleon toy. I think Kecleon's one of the forgotten kind of ones. Maybe I could do a Gen 3 Kecleon playthrough. I could like edit and hack Gen 3 because I use Poke hacks or whatever hex or whatever. I just make Kecleon my starter and just try to use that as a playthrough Pokemon. For the love of Kecleon. I did raise one to a level 100. Like I know I used one a little bit. I raised a lot to 100 in Coliseum. I remember my Coliseum. I should really make a video about my Coliseum playthroughs and all this stuff, and like show people what I did in the video. But I remember just using like a turbo controller, like taping it down to fight through things. Like I think it was like Mew using Surf and like someone else using Earthquake, and just I had to babysit it, like make sure things weren't getting knocked out. And that's how I leveled things up. It's just playing through the guy that used like the Ludicolo's and stuff at the end. I had to make something to beat. I think I made a Heracross just to use bug moves against those things because they're really annoying. It's like Rain Dish and all that. Anyway, yeah, love for Kecleon, love for chameleons, chameleon-related things. Chameleon in Spider-Man's another one I like. The chameleon in Star Fox 64 Leon. Annoying bird, I'm the great Leon. Yeah. Death Claws in Fallout are they evolved from chameleons. I just like the lore of them. I like when they're in video games. I know how they are in real life. Like they don't. They're not like jellyfish or cuttlefish or anything. Not jellyfish. What's the thing? It's cuttlefish. Yeah, that color changes. Squids, octopus. Like they can really change. Like chameleons don't really have that stunning of a display, but they're just kind of a cool looking animal. Just always kind of like lizards. And yeah, that's kind of it for this video. If you like Kecleon, posts and talk about Kecleon. People wouldn't think I would like Kecleon, I think. Like the obvious thing I like is like dark type. Like right. Tanky. I like the tankiness of him. I saw some fan art the other day. It was like humans human representation, like humans wearing like EV evolution armor. Like here's a Vaporeon user and they're holding a trident, and like here's the Umbreon one and they had a scythe, and I was like, Umbreon's a cleric. Umbreon's a tank. They get like Wish and Heal Bell and like high defense stats. Like they're not a scythe user. They have low attack. So that was a little weird. Oh, I wish they'd buff so many Pokemon stats. Just buff their stats. Just give them like 30 more Spadef. Like give Kecleon 30 more Spadef, 30 more defense. Good to go. Same with Pseudo Widow. Why were you afraid of making another Snorlax where something's good and usable and then people like it and they want to use it in battle? Oh no. Oh, it's fine to use it in game and all that. Like slow as snot in game. Like you gotta. Same with Flareon. Like come on. Anyway, that's probably enough Pokemon and Chameleon talk. But yeah, thanks for hanging.